for example. It really is undervalued at the moment, but it's going to start skyrocketing because of the demand. So what does this mean for you? So the smart money is moving into silver. Okay, so you've got your gold, but you also buy silver coins, for example, or silver bars, for example, just like gold bars. Okay, supply is tight on silver demand. When it skyrockets, it's going to be tight. So the time really is to look at this and start buying now if you can afford to do so. Okay, so the prices are primed for explosive growth that everybody's talking about. It's going to skyrocket. Silver is going to skyrocket. It's going to, like I mentioned the other day, it's like the tortoise and the hare, isn't it? So the tortoise is the silver and the hare is the gold, for example. But look what happened in that story with the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise ended up winning, didn't it? It beat the hare, for example. But then there's two ways of looking at that story as well. Okay? So what do you think about silver prices at the moment? Do you think it's going to rise? Like how it did in the 90s, for example? Let me know what you think in the chat. So why prices will keep rising? So silver isn't just a precious metal. It's now a necessity in global industries around the world, really. So there's going to be a silver deficit. Well, there is a silver deficit because if there's a demand, there's not enough silver. So demand has outpaced supply, and what we need to look at is what we can get on that front, for example. So actual deficits, they are expected to go through the roofs 2030, 5 years time. So mines are really struggling, and there's also strict regulations to go through mining, for example. So how does this impact the prices of silver for you? So there's less silver available. So the higher the price will go up. Investors and industries are competing for the same supply. So it is going to be seen as a scarcity soon in the long term. It really is a gold mine. Silver is a gold mine. And it doesn't cost as much as what it does for gold. To buy an ounce of gold is nearly $3,000, for example. And I believe for the silver, it is, I think it's 135. Don't quote me on that, but it is a lot cheaper, for example, for silver. And actually, it depends what size you buy. So you can buy it from like, say, $35, for example, as opposed to buying a quarter ounce at, say, $800, for example. So you see, for gold, that is. So you see the difference. Okay? So stacking is a key tip for you to do, for example. Look, there's a boom. We know that there's a solar power and the manufacturing boom is going to happen because of AI and all kinds of things. So why silver is going to be high demand? Stay tuned and listen to the video to the end because I'm going to be explaining this to you. So in the 90s, it was driven by photography, and today it's being driven by solar and manufacturing. So the solar industry is exploding. Everyone wants solar power, don't they? I mean, we have it on our roofs in Cyprus, for example. So every solar panel needs silver to function. I'll say that again. Every solar panel needs silver to function. So governments worldwide are pushing for renewable energy expansion. So by 2030, solar panels for silver could reach all-time high. So manufacturers need silver more than ever. So silver is essential for electronics, for EV batteries, for example, for medical tech. The AI, the boom is here, and it needs fueling to surge in silver use, for example. So more industries, factories are opening up, for example, more demand, lower supply, rises prices. So what this means for you is that the silver market is shifting from being a collectible to being an industry necessity. So the demand for solar and tech means prices could keep climbing for years and years. So investors who get in now stand to make the most serious money. This is a waiting game, remember. This is not something where you buy it and you expect to cash in. It's not like a stock market thing. This is physical, having it in your hand or in a vault type of thing. So my tip to you is if you're not stacking silver but also flipping, refining or selling it, this could be a massive opportunity for you. Okay, so I'm going to go into how do you start and scale a gold and silver business. Now stay tuned, because at the end you are going to get a free guide. For example, it's a free download in the description as well. So silver and gold are booming, but instead of just stacking, why not profit from them? There's 3 ways to do this with gold and silver in 2025. You do a scrap and gold silver buying business. You find undervalued gold and silver, either estate sales, auctions, private sellers, people that are selling broken jewelry, for example, and I'll go into that in a moment. So many people have old jewelry that they don't even realize is valuable or they want, but you can sell it. They can sell it at a discount price to you to refine and sell for a profit, because it's broken jewelry. What can they do with it? So number 2, you can host a gold and silver buying parties and set up private events. You can have them in people's houses.